Ain't looking good, boys. Ain't looking good. We're gonna try and hit the track again tonight. And all across Florida, it's rain. It's predicting rain. It's just not looking good. Alright guys, let's talk about this tablet for a little bit here. I broke mine within the first couple days of having it. It has this screen protector on it, which gives it like a matte appearance. But I got a feeling if I remove it, it'll have a glossy appearance. But I don't want to remove it because I got all this broken glass here that'll probably just fall out. So I can get a piece of that clear packing tape, put it over that, and then remove this. But for now, we're not going to remove it. Alright, so battery life on this thing is pretty phenomenal, especially because we don't use it for anything other than scoots here. Oh, y'all are fogged up. Scoots. Scoots is my drag car that we've been building. All right, good.
Give her a shove, bub. Oh! This is terrifying. you got a thing here that's in the way with a bolt that's too tight. Move it. There we go. Oh my god!
Put it back! Put it back!
Oh no!
Chuck, what you doing? It's going down.
Don't let it come down.
Chuck!
I didn't do that.
You Chuck, she's going down.
Don't let it come down.
I'm gonna hit it with my toe. Chuck!
What?
That ain't how it was supposed to go. If you're curious about it, start to finish, is anything ever really finished? Start to present. You can check out the whole build series on this thing. We bought a roller for $1,000 and built it the way we wanted to with junkyard LS stuff. And if we can ever get back to the track, because of weather, we should be pulling off an 8-second pass, quarter mile. But yeah, that's scoots. That's what this goes in. So yeah, let's check out a couple things. I noticed in my last video, there were some questions. So I'd like to answer some of those questions. Okay, so I leave the Holley app open, just like this, all the time, and it just says connection dropped, and then you just hit reconnect, and as long as your Holley thing is on, it'll reconnect. We'll see if it'll auto connect, and then I have to show you something with that dash bezel as well, because somebody in the comments also asked for the STL file for the 3D print that I did, and I want to show y'all something before you use it. So, first thing we're going to do, come over yonder, turn the power on to this joker. Now my Holley is already on, and I know that because the ignition also activates my taillights. So the little Bluetooth module will have a green light when it's ready. It's pretty fast. And then you just come over here and you just tap reconnect. It's in demo mode right now, and boom. Alright, it's already connected. So all these stats are live and accurate. Okay, so I got double-sided Velcro, my 3D print, double-sided Velcro, and it just kind of goes up there, and you just lightly pat it a couple times. You know, press all the buttons on your screen, mess everything up. I messed it up. I hit something. Okay, good to go. And also, when you're connected, the blue light will go on the module. If not, you just tap the little button here. There's a button, you probably can't see it. And it'll attempt to connect. So let's go ahead and let's time it. Shut off the Holley. Okay. Data stop flowing. Reconnect. Turn on the Holley. Green light. Tap reconnect. Give it a couple seconds there. Boom. Connected. That is literally how fast it is. Alright, let's go over a couple things. Let's say instead of air fuel ratio, we want something else. So you would click it, you select the channel, and you can go through anything, put anything there. So we're going to put the throttle position sensor there for now. Click save. Alright. And now TPS is up there. So you'll see when I give it throttle, it'll give it throttle. Pretty cool. Okay, let's talk about data logging. Now, data logging on this is a little bit confusing. Okay. Try to remember. You can update all sorts of stuff on the fly, like your boost first time table, your boost curve. You can literally add it on the line if you want, and it'll, you know, you want to increase your boost or whatever, you can. You want to edit the actual pin, it'll do it all on the fly. Okay, so what I was trying to show you guys is data logging. It's slightly confusing. So if you go to logging, right, and I have it set right now to trigger enabled, trigger settings, TPS above 90%. Timer settings I don't do. You could set a timer to like 10 minutes or whatever. I mean, don't know what your needs are, but for me, a 3-minute log, once it triggers, should be plenty of time, maybe 5. But you gotta click go, okay? And now it's waiting. It says waiting on the screen. And the minute that TPS down there gets above 90%, it'll trigger it and start. So I'm gonna try and get these in one shot. Okay. And just like that, it's logging. It triggered because of the TPS getting over 90%. Then on the bottom, it says stop. So if you hit stop, it stops logging. It's gonna possibly pop up with a thing. If it doesn't pop up, and you go to, where is it? Logs. It'll be in your logs. Now, if you have a Wi-Fi hotspot on your phone, you could get this connected to it and then email to your email the log, and that way you can edit the log or view the log on a laptop. I don't believe you can actually view the, yeah, you can send it. You might be able to, yeah, share, rename, and delete. So you can't view it on the tablet, but if you go to share, I'm wondering. So if you have an Android device, you could quick share this to your Android device, which is over Bluetooth. So let's test that out. Oh crap, I don't have my phone. But quick share, you would click quick share. It's going to look for nearby devices, and then you would select your phone and quick share to your phone. Then from your phone you can email it, or you can just Wi-Fi hotspot from your phone to this and email it to your email, and then review the data log that way. The whole reason why I wanted this is because I used to have my laptop in here with me, and it would sit right here. And you could see in videos that thing would go whoo, go flying back, and then when I'm heavy on the brakes, it would kind of inch its way up. But you know, that's a $1,400 laptop, and I'm not trying to send it into the floorboard there. Or worse, you know. So it's just convenient to have this in the staging lanes. You just go to logging, enable it, and then you'll see on it where it says logging, so you'll know it's logging, peace of mind, and then you could stop it after the run. Now, the only bad thing about that 3D printed thing for these F-Body Camaro or Firebird is the dash bezel, the part that goes here, will actually cut off the top two corners from your view because this tablet's so big. So you might want to find a tablet that is actually like not as tall. That way it doesn't get cut off if you want to retain this. I'm debating on going over to a aluminum dash, just a panel basically, and being basically like full on race car. I mean, this thing is already basically full on race car, but I'm debating on doing that just because it would be easier. But now that I'm looking at my dash, I kind of do like that it retains some of the appeal. Yeah, these gauge pods fit in here perfectly. I 3D printed, designed and 3D printed that gauge pod holder that fits in these. Don't ask me for that STL because I have no clue where it's at. But these I do have in a previous video. These are 3D printed as well. The hardware, pretty sure I have the info for the hardware and the STL files for the right for this button off Amazon and this button off Amazon, the bump and the trans brake. You can do a lot with 3D printing. So if you guys have any more questions about this Android tablet, the Bluetooth module, please ask in the comments. I'm just trying to answer some comments that I have recently just seen, and hopefully that answers all the comments so far. But if you guys have any more questions or anything, please do let me know in the comments below, and I'll address them in the comments, and if needed, I'll make another video. I know people wanted to see this. It's a little early in the morning, and I'm not trying to wake up the neighbors, but it is very responsive. People have worried about that. It's very responsive. If you don't like this dash, there is another dash option, which is that, which on this camera you cannot see very well, but where I'm sitting I can see everything clear as day, and you could set that up and change all the parameters on here. So it's very cool. And in the future, I think they plan to let you design your own as well. So that's something to keep in mind. I'm sure if I spent enough time on it and exported all the files from this app to my computer, I could figure out and possibly hex edit this and maybe the images, definitely this, and like make this font bigger. That's one feature I'd like to see them do. Like, this is clean and everything, but I think it would be cool if we could change the font and the thickness and size of it. It doesn't currently let you do that. You can set up alerts and set their ranges. It's a little confusing how it works, but basically, like, that's all my good range, warning, and then red. And normal range green is 7,300 max RPM. Don't know how this caution works, but it starts at 0, and 8,500 is the max. 8,500 starts at red. So from 7,300 to 8,500, it's yellow. That's how the alerts and warnings work. It's a little confusing. I don't know why they wouldn't just have 3 channels. You set the start and end point for each one, but that's how they decided to do it. This little bar down here is from the tablet. Can't do anything about that. There might be a way to do something about it, but the screen's so big I don't really care. Alright guys, I hope that answers as many questions as possible. I am astounded with the battery life on this. I don't know if astounded's the right words, but I am shocked at how long the battery lasts on this. If you don't touch it at all and you don't turn it off, like let's say you charge it to full, and it's just sitting in your room for 2 whole weeks. The battery just idling, doing nothing, will go down to like 20% over 2 weeks, so that's not bad. Being on in the car like this doesn't really affect it a whole lot either. As long as you charge it to full. I charged it to full yesterday, piddled with it a couple times, and it's down to 88%. I plan on putting a 12-volt charger in the car and then just sticking a wire to it so it's always charging. Yeah, I think it's a great thing. And then if you really want, you just pull it out and go do it and make modifications like however you want. Send the log, go sit in the AC of the car when you're at the track or on the side of the road, whatever. I think this is a great tool, and I like it a lot. I'm happy with this route. I hope that helped answer more questions. I know some of you were disappointed because half the video was about this and installing it, and the other half was about what we do, but you guys got to understand, if you're new here, I make videos every week, so I try to make one video every week, and you know, gotta keep the subscribers satisfied as well, because we do cool stuff around here. Alright guys, I hope this helps somebody answer some questions, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.